are back with Planet Crafter. We've been off for a little bit. If you've been paying attention to our Twitch channel, we've done a few coding streams, trying to do some interview prep. But yeah, let me mute this off here. I'm getting my streams pulled up, and then we're going to jump in. I do think that we will be finishing up this hardcore playthrough. If you've watched the Planet Crafter streams that I've been doing over the last month or two, probably 2 months now, we have done a bunch, but this is kind of probably the end of this series where we are playing through all 4 planets on a single life, you know, because it is hardcore. We started on Prime. We only had 1 death, and then we obviously restarted. And then we went to, I believe, Selenia next. I was a little gun-shy of jumping to Equalis after our 187 death playthrough. Obviously very different, but different circumstances. But I didn't want to die there again, so we went to Selenia first. And then we went to Equalis, and now we're wrapping things up over here on Humble. And this is really all we need to do. We could just sit here and chill. But we could try to speed things along a little bit. Man, whoa. My mind, I think, is a little groggy. This is moving around really quick for me. I don't want to die. Luckily, I don't think oxygen is a concern now. So we did get to breathable air atmosphere. I do want to get like a view and maybe a screenshot of our base this time. I do quite like it. I'm actually not sure if I looted up here. I think I did. Wow. Kind of cool that there's just a bunch of random trees up here. Is it just me? Man, the screen just, everything feels like it's going so fast. Terraforming task. Carefully manipulate explosive device. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Activating explosive device. Then, yeah, we're not grabbing those blueprints. So yeah, I think I did, because there would be blue crates up here. That said, I want to go over here and check out the base, see how it looks from up here. There's a way to turn those indicators off. How do we do that? Turn off HUD, F2. There we go. Is this too far away? I think it might be too far away. Let's try to get a view from maybe over here. What I really want is a view from like right over here. Let's go on top of this pole and see what that does for us. This is not the angle I was looking for. Yeah, I think there's just nothing close enough to really... looks a little better this way. Alright. So what do we get? We only got about 0.1 there. So not moving along the best. So let's check how many satellites we have up and running. We're going to drink and eat real quick. I do have some things on me. Let's check out the old satellites. We have at least 10,000 of everything. I guess we do more. Let's double it. In order to double it though, I'm going to need 2 heat. Oh, I need pressure and heat. Right? So let me work on that. Pressure and heat fuses. Where you at? Oh, that's interplanetary exchange. I'm dumb. Alright, we have enough Terra tokens to do this. Pressure. I don't want to waste too many from Toxicity. We're just gonna double. We're gonna double. That's good enough. Alright, so let's do all of our tier 2s first. There's only 4 of them. I guess we'll try some animals along the way as well. I might actually need some more selenium. Do I have 12 selenium? I do, but that's it. So let's go to Selenia and get some selenium. Is this just one of the weird things? No meteor shower? Oh, this is when all the planets turn black. It's pretty cool. Sounds like something's happening, but I think it's just because we launched that shuttle. It's very loud, though. That made it better. I was finding it very irritating for some reason. Okay. Those are the ones I can't do anyway. Where are we on tier 3 fertilizer? Alright, we're still good. Alright, we're gonna get those 2 going because we have it. Do we have any tier 2 rockets, or do we make those 2? No. Were they over here? Alright, I forgot where I'm putting these in this playthrough. Are they over here? They're probably over here. Rockets. I only got 4, so I guess we'll get these ones going. We'll have to make some more. We need double tree bark. And then we need some Stera, some Nulna, and some Tuska. Alright, so we can do those ones. Now we gotta work on that 4th one down. We need a couple tier 4 mutagens. I might not have these. Okay, I do. Bees. Did I ever create a separate thing for bee larvae? Oh, I did. Cool. I need 4. I don't think I did silk larva. Uh-oh. I don't have any silk larvae. I don't think I ever made more than 2 of these things. That could be a mistake. Oops. probably could have got those from Selenia. When in doubt, eat and drink. Wait, do these even request it, Silk, or did I do it somewhere else? No, they are requesting it. Oops. Lowest priority. This is not good. Alright, so then I need an incubator, which I don't think I've made yet, and I need to make some silkworms. Let me launch off those 2 rockets first to free up that spot. Increase our plant multiplier. Oh, what did I... Wait, what happened? I swear I clicked on the right one. Dude, I was totally on the right one. That's so stupid. Alright, this tier 2 one only takes... Oh no, it's a tier 1 one, the plant one. I need to do like 5 of those. Oh, we got a message. Let's see what they're saying. Dear Planet Crafter, the work you have done on this planet is amazing. Do not let someone else take it away from you. The robots didn't achieve anything at all. Don't let Starform Robotics play mind tricks with you. There's a ship containing untouched robots on your planet. If you destroy most of them with explosives, we'll send someone to come pick you up right away and reunite you with your family in a peaceful place. Better from anything you've ever known. You should be able to find an extraction platform recipe on the planet to extract once you've done this task. Sounds great. I'm gonna do none of the above. Screw you guys. Let's do 5 plant ones real quick. Or do I start working on the incubator? Let's do the incubator real quick. I can get the silkworms going while I'm doing the other thing. Is this the incubator? Cool. I'll also make 2 incubators since I need 2 silkworms. And then 2 tier 2 fertilizer. Where you at? 2 super alloy and nougats. And 2 oxygen. Did I do oxygen somewhere? I did. Alright, so I guess we're gonna put these here. Why not? Or I could do them in the middle of the room here. I might do that. It's actually pretty centered as well. Cool. Alright, and what is the recipe for a silkworm? I lost one of those things, but that's fine. Larva, uncommon. And then we need bacteria and a fertilizer. We should have full bacteria here, unless we screw something up. And tier 1 fertilizer. Ooh. That we do not have a lot of. Research. Wait till it starts. No. Dude. What did I do? Research. Wait till it starts. Alright, so once we have that, we killed the rest of the recipe. I'm an idiot. Alright. Let's get the rest of the recipe back. Oh, let's just Phosphorus. 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 So yeah, silkworm's done. We're good to go. And then we can worry about... Then we'll do 5 plant. And by then, actually, I bet those other ones are done by now. Bet our fuses are back, is what I meant to say. Okay. So we've only gone up, we were 1.81 or so when we started, so we've only gone up 0.45, so it's not super fast. I mean, this might not be our last stream, because I do want to get good sleep tonight. There is the, you know, in theory, an extra hour of sleep tonight, but I have 2 little kids, and my kids aren't going to stay in bed just because there's an extra hour on the clock. So that is a fallacy. Let's actually do... How many of these are going to fit in here? What do we need? 9? So each of these is 9. So that's 2, 4... Oh, we can't quite do 6. Oh, I guess let's do 5. I don't know if I have osmium rods, actually. I do. Tier 4 mutagen I did have. And then, I don't know, do I have extra of these somewhere? I could just get rid of some. Alright, I'm gonna get more. We're just gonna take... How many of these do I need? I think the rest. Let's sort them. So that's 2. That's 3. That is 4. That is 5. And that's 6. Okay, so the one thing I have to do here is get rid of this so it doesn't supply them, because I don't want them to do that. I would like to get them myself. Alright, let's go launch these rockets off. Are these 1,500 each? Let me look. It'll tell us in here. Animal spreader. Yeah, 1,500 each, because 6 is 10,500. Although, does that even make sense? Huh. 6 should be 9,000. They must be 1,750 each, right? Yeah, 1,750 each. Weird amount, but... Oh wait, I messed something up there. Did I launch? Oh dude, I forgot I got enough for 5. Although I didn't though, I'm still 1 short. Alright, what did we get to? Did we get to 20,000? No, we're gonna do 1 more. Okay. Tier 4 mutagen and osmium. Okay, so this should be done. I'm pretty sure that trade rocket's back. It is. We can do the other one. Alright, this one with these fishies gonna have no problem flying off. This is back. What was I gonna get from selenium? Silkworms? I don't know if I need it. I don't. Ooh, Superella meteors shower. Does this land on the base? I don't want to die. I feel like this is landing on the base, which I don't know if I've ever seen it do before. Maybe it's just because it's landing all around? Yeah, it's pretty close to the base. Alright. That don't matter. Alright, so we actually need to make these tier 2 engines first. Let's actually look in here for the tier 2 engine. Just pin the recipe. Oh no. Where do we typically make that? Advanced crafting table? Alright. So to make 4 of these, we need... How many? Where are rocket engines? We need 8 to make 4. And then we need 4 yellow quartz. We need 4 phosphorus. We need 4 selenium, which should have a bunch in it now. And then we need 4 circuit boards. That was pretty easy. And then we might as well just make them here. Cool. We have 4 of those. We have all of our fuses. Now we need 4 osmium. 4 iridium. And then 4 yellow quartz. 4 purple quartz. And then we need that 12 selenium. Yeah, and there we go. We still haven't gotten to 1 TTI. We need to get to 7 TTI to mark this as finished. We had a problem clicking that button again. Alright. And away they go. Let's double check that. Do I actually have an animal multiplier? I'm not sure if I do. What is this math right? Is this math right? 12,250? 12,250? Where did I put it? Animal fuse multiplier. But yeah, that only does 2250, so the other 10,000 is coming from the animals, which is all I have from tier 1 food. So yeah, those are all optimized. I really like these animal pens. Like they're self-contained. Cool. So let's look at our satellite situation. So we now have 20,000 from all the tier 2s. So heat, pressure, plant, insect, and animals. We have 12 of those up. Insect, plants, pressure. So the only one's missing is oxygen. I should, in theory, do 10 seed spreader rockets. Let's do it. So everything will be at 20,000. Seed spreader right there. Do I have 16? I don't think so. I'm 8 short, so I'm going to do 8 for now. So it's 8. And then I need 16 here. Which should be that. 16, 8 bacteria, which we definitely have. If I can find it. And then that's tier 1 mutagen. Also I need 8. And then bark I definitely have 8 of. Yeah, I'm 1 short of being able to do another one. Or no, I think I could have done another one. Oh no. I only got 2, and I need 8. I'm dumb. I have 1 extra spot. I definitely could not have done more than 8. It is downpouring. Alright, seed spreader rocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These rockets are stuck. Those ones are over there twirling. That one's just upside down. These ones are going to be upside down. If those were deadly, I would have been inside as soon as I could have. Or I would just launch them off one at a time very slowly. They really should make them deadly. Alright, let's launch our last 2. 2 of those. Oh, I grabbed way too many Super Alloy last time. Oh, I think I grabbed 19, I did. I was thinking these were 5 wise, so I grabbed 3 rows plus 1. They're 6 wise, so I got an extra 3. What is mutagens and bark? Hey, we've gotten more than 1 TTI now. We're at 1.13 TTI, but we've been on for a half hour. Slow going. I'm going to try to connect these right at the last second. And it didn't work. There's one time I was able to combine them like halfway up. I don't know exactly how I did it. It was probably a fluke. Well, it was a fluke because I didn't try to do it. Alright, now we're at 3 TTI. What are we going to do? Oh wait, is this going to happen a lot sooner than it did in the past? This is saying we're 64% of the way there. I have a feeling complete terraformation on Humble might only be 4 TTI, so we might not be very far off at all. Maybe I'm getting confused. I thought all the planets were the same, but... let's go to... I'm going to leave this going right here. And then I'm going to Google search real quick. What is the TTI needed for complete terraformation on each planet in Planet Crafter? I thought they were all 7 TTI, but I could be wrong. It was looking like I'm wrong for Humble. Oh, Prime and Humble are only 4 TTI. Selenia is 5 TTI, and Aqualis was 7 TTI. That's interesting, though. You would think the larger planets would need more to be completely terraformed than the moons. But it's almost the reverse. Like, the moons need more, and Aqualus needs the most because it's primarily water. So yeah, we're almost there. We didn't even need to launch these rockets off. Like, we're 0.91 away. That was my lack of comprehending where we were. Whatever. Should we go to the most pleasant place? See what's going on out here? Oh, that's pretty cool. This is the most pleasant place on Humble, according to DR23. Looking for the best possible place to install terraform robotics autonomous terraforming technology. If my calculations are correct, this will one day become the most pleasant place on this world. I am going to wait here then. Maybe DR04 will join me one day. I'm going in offline mode. Sad. She never joined you. Be cool if all of a sudden that robot started to munch out of the ship. What if you can see anything else from here? Can you see the base over here from here? No. Still cannot see it. It must be hiding back there. Probably intentionally. They didn't want you to be able to see it from here. They wanted you to go over there to be able to see the rocket platform, the extraction platform, and the extraction rocket recipe. Ooh, I was gonna jump down there and like free fall. But yeah, this is hardcore. Like, I could totally take massive damage from that. That would be dumb. I'm getting a little careless. I haven't played in a while. We're almost there, folks. 73%. Well, now we're going to get there way sooner than I had wanted to. I wanted to be on for at least an hour, but... yeah. I mean, I won't be at this rate. And I don't know if I really have a desire to play too much longer. I mean, I kind of talked about this. In the past streams about this, like, the hardcore journey was like interesting, but like the only real challenging part of it was within the first like 2-3 hours. After that, there really wasn't anything challenging. It was like a very normal playthrough. Been there, done that. We just had to be a little careful when exploring to make sure we had food and water. We weren't going off endlessly. We had a couple scary moments. When we first went to Selenia, we thought we could build tier 2 farms. And we got there and we're like, oh crap, you need a certain oxygen level to do that. We did pretty quickly adapt and build a... what are those things called? I haven't played in so long. We built not a living compartment with a dome. Oh yeah, we built either a biodome or a tier 2 biodome. I think we built a tier 2 biodome. Why am I not seeing a tier 2 biodome? Oh, right here. Yeah, we adapted pretty quick and built a tier 2 biodome and got to the red oxygen level and then had food. But like yeah, like food is no joke. Like it's the number one problem early on in hardcore. So food's no joke when you go to a new planet. But yeah, we were able to get tier 2 food up and running and we were fine. And then there was something on Aqualis, which we had a slight fear when we landed as well. But both times as well, keep in mind we did bring an extraction platform and power for it. So we could have hopped back to one of the other planets for safety. Though, you know, there's this panic where like, hey, I don't have a way of making food. Humble. You know, we actually almost fell. That same place where I just jumped down. I actually fell there when I first went there a little bit ago. Um, if you're watching through the series, you'll remember it. But I fell and I took. I can't recall, but I think it was like 70% damage, which, like, and I was like only halfway down the cliff, and then I was going again, so I had to quickly put on my jetpack. But if I had not done that, dead. And if you're not familiar with hardcore, one death equals your save file is deleted. So I have a really good amount of time on this save file now, because I played through all of Prime, all of Selenia, all of Aqualis, and now all of Humble through Terraformation Complete. Well, almost all of Humble. 15 more minutes, we'll be there. If that. So, like, and all of this is on one life, and, you know, not that it really matters, like, if I die, like, okay, I died, but I'll probably, when Toxicity comes out, I'll do, at a minimum, 3 playthroughs. One, I'll do a standalone one first. Then I will probably do a continuation of my not my standalone, my softcore playthrough of all of them, of the 4 planets. So I'll play Toxicity on the end of that. Then I'll do my playthrough on hardcore on this save file. And depending on what it looks like, I may interject a standalone hardcore playthrough. And I don't know where in that journey I would do it. I would want to be pretty familiar with the planet, but maybe not. I might do it second. We'll see, but yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to stand playing through the same planet 4 times. Though that said, like when you're playing from another planet, you have access to so many things that it's like the planet itself that you go to is almost an afterthought. Which is like in real life intentional, right? Like, hey, cool, I have all these resources from these other planets. Why would I like struggle trying to gather them on the new planet? Well, you could just keep terraforming planet after planet with the infrastructure you have in place. And I'm actually kind of glad that this terraforming is going faster than planned, because I am pretty tired. Let's grab some water and food. What I forgot about is I wanted to try to find this animal. I'm guessing this animal is going to be out on the beach somewhere. Let's grab our travel teleporter, though. That was our mistake last time. We didn't bring one of these along. Can I make a teleporter? Yes, I can. Here we go. So I did forget about that, since I haven't played. Any sign of them? My theory was they would be over here by this planet, but I could be wrong. I guess I never came down this way. There's half a teleporter there in case you couldn't find it. Come on, don't disappoint me. I really do want to find these animals. I don't think I'm going to do it before we get to 4 TTI, though. Not that that's a requirement, but... Is that an animal right there? No. Hog eggs. Oh, another chest. Another chest. Thought they might be back in here. And the reason I'm pretty certain we'll find them is I was staring at the crabs the whole time on Aqualis, 3 playthroughs, and was like, why are they not here? Why are they not here? And then the 4th time I played it, I found them on the damn starting planet, excuse me. Not starting planet, starting island. They were there. Right there. I found them another place first, actually. And then I found them on the starting planet. I do that on Aqualis all the time. I call the islands planets. I don't need this many. I wasn't really planning on finding things, but... Ooh, is that animals right there? No. It's a robot again. Offline. Must sleep. Collecting them frog eggs. For no reason. Whoa. I think I just saw like a mark on my screen. I swear I just saw something out on the horizon there. But yeah, I'm not flying indefinitely out on the ocean where I'm not sure if I can build a teleporter on hardcore. Sorry. Yeah, so if you read the thing for these, it says found like near the water on sandy or wet sand or something like that. And let's double check the map, but I'm pretty sure... is there like wet sand back there? Maybe. There's also wet sand in there. Ah, crap. And dude, is there also stuff back there? Alright. I... for some reason thought this was the only wet sand area. They were probably there the last time and I just wasn't thinking. I even looked at the mini-map last time and was like, yep, this is the only place there's wet sand out here on the ocean. I guess I just expected it to be out here. I'm obviously dumb. And then I was like, I bet I've lost them behind these cool purple plants. These purple plants are really cool, though. They're like bioluminescent. Grows. They're also a little creepy. Oh, terraformation complete. We hit it, and we didn't find the animals. Sad. Alright, we're going to explore a little bit more. Was there an alert when we hit that? I don't know if there was. Oh, there they are. Dude, I was right. They're blended in. Dude, they really do blend in. Wow, we found them. Haha, they exist. Dude, and there's a lot. Usually you just find them in like packs of 4. There's like at least a dozen here. 1, 2. These things are creepy. If this was real life, I'd be freaking out right now. 4. Waiting for these things to like rip me apart. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I guess there's only 10. Dude, last time I went through here, I was like, I bet they're going to blend in really well with these flowers, and I won't be able to find them. And either that's what's happened, and I was like sleeping last time. Species 6, okay. And then species 5 is going to be somewhere on Selenia that I missed. I'm less excited about these as the crabs because I knew I'd find them, but... And what kind of... weird leg is that? Things are creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. I think I liked them better as a statue. Oh, weird. Wait, did that one have like a stunted... Yeah, that one only has 4 legs, and this is like a stunted other leg. Weird. These ones grow that side leg into another big leg. And then this variant just has like these stumpy little arms here. With feathers. Maybe it's supposed to be able to fly eventually. You okay with this guy? You got some pretty coloring. Ooh. Alright, we found them and we finished terraforming. Yeah, this makes me want to maybe have like a pen of animals, of each of the kind of animals and variants. Somewhere. Alright, let's just leave one right here. Native species. We're going to put this in good stuff. Not that. Only species 6. Everything else can go in item sorter. Dude, it's ridiculous. Do these guys... Whoa! That is pretty cool. They all like group together. Is that just a weird thing? Are you coming up to me? I felt like they were all sleeping together for like the night, you know? Huddling together for warmth. Or they were doing something funky and when I came along they're like, ooh, let's not do it in front of the human. We'll see if that happens again. Oh yeah, so they like are clustered and then spread out, so they aren't maintaining their state when we're not here. That's all it is. Alright, well, I think that is going to call it for our playthrough here. Oh, you know what we haven't done? We haven't got our extraction rocket ready. We should probably do that. So we're ready to go to... Oh, did we even build it? No, we didn't. We should get this ready. And then a bunch of gear ready for leaving the planet. Oh no! How did they break out? Wait, what? Or wait, are these natural ones? Or do they break out over here? Oh no, those are natural ones. Interesting. I had natural ones spawn over here. Weird. All over the place. Yeah, good thing I got my other ones pinned in. Stay away from them, guys. Alright, let's go see this message. Congratulations, you have successfully terraformed this planet. Thank you for your efforts. Sentinel Corp is now officially the legal owner of Humble IP-168. Check your previous message to know how to get off the planet. Terraformation complete. Terraformation stages complete. Terraformation. Yes, what is this thing called? A Hydrequs. Oh. Alright. Let's get this platform ready so then when we come back we don't have to figure out how to get off the planet. And we actually need to double up these ingredients because one of these is going into into the ship. So everything should get doubled here. So two of those, two blue crystals, two yellow crystals, two green crystals. I might not have those power cells and fusion cells. Fuses. I do have the energy multipliers. Oh, I should probably sell some of these. I did think I was waiting until I extracted, but then I should be selling the rest of these. That I can. Good stuff. We're one short. Good stuff. Oh, okay. Pink quartz. Obsidian. Osmium. Clickium. I think I'll actually need more of those soon, but... Alright, I felt like I built this, like when I first got here. I don't know what happened. I thought I had this, like, good to go so I could get back to the planet, but okay. The other thing I want to build, actually, first is the extraction platform. I want to make sure I have that. Now, of course, I need another one of those, another one of those. Let's make like 5 of these. Alright, that's 15. Obsidian. 5. Osmium, I need 10. Alright. Ooh, pink crystals. That's funny, I'm using a bunch and it gives me some. Alright, I'll probably go pick those up. Uranium, we didn't really use a ton of that here. Iridium. Alright. So I'm going to do 2 things. First of all, I'm going to build my thing here and say to go here or something like that. No. Where's storage go? Man, I'm blind right here. Gear for Toxicity. Alright. First thing I'm going to put in here is the extraction platform. Okay, there's that. Now we want to put the ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So those are done. What is the other thing I usually put in here? I had a very logical, like, something that went in there. I don't remember what it was now. Good enough. How many was that? 7, 8, 8, I guess. All right. What is the other thing? I guess the trade rocket is the other thing I do now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Tier 2 rocket, which I don't have. We need to make one. What was the tier 2 rocket again? Circuit board. Yellow crystal. I think I want to make a few of these, to be honest, but this is like a good thing to bring. Let's get the basics out of the way first, though. And then, was that it? I think that was it. But see, I don't think this fits for some reason. I thought the other thing I brought fit. See, this doesn't fit. Alright, we're gonna put this in here. Oh, I didn't bring the uranium rod. Can I get an item recycler in there? what do we think is easier to bring? I feel like the standard item recycle is probably the way to go. This must be everything I bring. I'm going to bring the basic one. Deconstruction chip. I think it's silicon and magnesium. Dude, I thought I left the thing up and running somewhere. The crafter. I guess I didn't. Alright, I need a tier 2 crafter. Silicon and iron. I swear I left it up. Deconstruction. Okay, yep. Alright, so we have a deconstructor and the ships and the extraction platform in there. The other thing we actually need to get off the planet is power, but we can't fit that in this ship anyway, so... Alright, let's eat and drink before we die. And of course, we've now gotten more than 1.17 TTI away from here. Let's look at our solar system view. Humble, by far the lowest. Prime is in the lead, which we started, but Aqualis, which was our third planet, is overtaking it, I think. And I think Selene is overtaking it as well, but obviously Aqualis is going faster than them all, since it was the last one done. So Aqualis may even be in the lead by the time we finish this little thing here. Probably not. We never know. Alright, the other thing we need now... We need power for sure. We can probably get rid of basic things again. We need this, but we'll have access to Super Ally, or the recycler, so we'll do that. And then this is actually a good source of pinkies, right? Yeah, so we need 2 of those and 1 of those, and that gives us nuclear power. I don't know if I remember that, but... Alright, that's a nuclear power reactor. Next thing we probably want is an optimizer with 3 energy fuses. For, once again, energy. What do energy fuses break down to? Are those craftable? Yes. So energy fuses break down to some nice things. Okay. Cosmic quartz, first of all. Now, I don't really want to mess with the extraction platform. Yeah, I do, but I don't. So it is probably beneficial to bring a couple extra of these energy fuses too. But we want an optimizer. Where do we get that gunpowder? There was something we were bringing that broke down into gunpowder. No, we're not making a jetpack. explosives. Did we get any explosives on this planet? Oh, yeah, we got a ton of explosives. Okay, so these give you fuses and gunpowder. And then what gives obsidian? These give obsidian, so I want to make more of those. Alright, we're doing 4 more of those. Is it this too, right? And then this. Okay, so now we're doing an optimizer, and we need nuclear. Does uranium come out of anything? Any of these things have a uranium rod. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, so here's an optimizer. That's our 2 explosives. That's our uranium, and this is our 3 obsidian, and then here's our 3 fuses. So we have power, and we can optimize the power. Honestly, drones are nice to have, but how many drones do we have sitting idle? A bunch. I might just steal some of those out of laziness. Good explosive powder from them too, but ooh. We'll see. Definitely need to bring food and water too. We can't forget that. So, to get started, we're going to need a biodome. But yeah, this is one of those things where we want like the frog eggs, because I think the frog eggs have all of that. And I think we can find that on the incubator. So sarin frog eggs have tier 4 mutagen and tier 3 fertilizer. And they have generic eggs, which have fertilizer and tier 4 mutagens. So we're going to get fertilizer and a tier 4 mutagen, which... where do we look that up? Is that over here? Did I not even make one of those? I didn't. That's from a tier 1 biolab, which I don't think I even made. Sad. Or did I? No, I never did. Whatever. Alright, tier 4 mutagen has tier 3 mutagen and mutagen. Tier 3 mutagen has sulfur and bacteria. And a mutagen has sulfur and bacteria. So we have 2 bacteria, a sulfur, a tier 2 fertilizer. No. What is that? 2 tier 1 fertilizers. Okay. So you can't autocraft frog eggs. Interesting. But they have this. So out of this, we're gonna get a fertilizer, a sulfur, and a fertilizer. So we're gonna get 4 fertilizer and 4, or no fertilizer. Where did I think fertilizer was coming from? We're gonna get 4 sulfur and 4 bacteria out of that. So sulfur and bacteria is covered. We're not going to get super alloy, though. We're going to have that. Where are we going to get the fertilizer from? I thought there was somewhere we got fertilizer out of those eggs. Oh, okay, out of the tier 3 fertilizer, I'm pretty sure. This just gets you fertilizer. And then I'm pretty sure the tier 3 fertilizer gets you fertilizer as well. Yeah. Alright, so you get 2 fertilizer. Yes, we need 1 of those fish eggs. The question is, where have those been going? Hopefully not in a recycler. Eggs, okay. Well, those are actually generic frog eggs. Sarin, I think, are the nice ones, right? Nice. So these are the ones we want. So one of these gets us a biodome with super alloy. Alright, so that's a biodome. And then we need 2 tier 2 outdoor farms. And unfortunately, I don't think there's... What gives us a bio nugget? There was something that did it. I remember. Oh, we need to make an insect multiplier. That gives us all of that stuff. Wait, what happened to that recipe? Oh, do I have to go over here to pin it? Okay. Any chance I have some of these? No. Alright. Oh, dude, I don't have silkworms. Yes, I've gotten them. Okay, I've gotten 2. I can make 1 or 2, but, I need, well, yeah, I need 4 of these, so I need to make 2. It was tier 1 fertilizer, bacteria, and the uncommon. So let's make those in the baiter. Wow. What greatness. Okay. Let's drink some water. Alright. Okay, then we need empty fuses, which I'm not sure we have either. We need 4 of them. We have 3, of course. Always 1 short. How do we make another one? Okay, that's easy. Now we're gonna make 5, just in case we need more. Alright, so 5 empty fuses. Alright, and then the flowers we have plenty of here. Well, we might not have that one. Oh, we do. Cool. I might not have bio nuggets. I don't think I was crafting these. I don't know why I'm making 5 of these now for some reason, but I guess I am. Bee larva, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... we're missing our silkworms, so I guess I need to make another one if I want to make 5. Uncommon. It's our last fertilizer, though. Never fails. Worst UX thing ever. Not really. There's one of the worst bad UX things around. Alright. So, that thing, so we don't need this anymore. I guess it gives us a silkworm, which we can recycle for fertilizer. And it gives us all those flowers. What was I trying to make here, though? I killed the recipe by mistake somehow. Trying to make a tier 2 farm. Alright, let's look at that again. Tier 3 fertilizer we're actually going to get from frog eggs. But that means we need 2 frog eggs for 2 farms, which we have. And then, whatever, 1 more super alloy rod. All the fish eggs we have. And then we have something to put in the food. Beans. And squash, I guess. Alright, that'll kind of give us a hint at what these things are for anyway. Alright, so we need fish eggs. And then 4 of these. And 2 of those. That'll give us our 2 farms. And we have 6 times 9, 54, right? And this is 8, 48, 54 to right here. I don't know if I want to build anything to start terraforming right away. I mean, by the time I get to this, it's going to be our 3rd or later playthrough, so maybe. I guess we'll bring drones. We already have drones, but we want to build the drone port. Might have forgot to put that in there. Did anything have double circuit boards? Technically, a tier 2 drone has double circuit boards. Alright. This has a lot too. Maybe I bring these for quartz, for the obsidian. Is that better than this? I think so. Alright, so yeah, then I want to bring the 5 drones. 5 drones. Well, maybe only 4 drones. Yeah, so I did forget this. So Oh, maybe I didn't. It might be right there, but whatever. Alright, so drones is these 5. Is this. What am I doing? I looked like I was dropping a bomb. We're just gonna put 5 in there, whatever. We can use the parts at some point. Or we could use an extra drone. Alright, so we're at 36. We have 18 more spots. We do need to just put food and water in. Where's that water collector? God, we should be able to get all of that. Maybe aluminum we would need to put in. 1 aluminum. Or 2. Oh, I think 1 aluminum is probably fine. Maybe 2. Is there aluminum in anything? Obviously, but I don't think it's been anything we've been doing. It's in a circuit board, and a circuit board has that. Am I gonna remember that though? In theory, we don't need oxygen. Where's our rover? There it is. That definitely needs to be in there. I'd make it first, but it'd be nice if you could drag and drop the order in these things, but you can't. Alright, so we need our rover. We need some food. The rover gives us oxygen. This gives us food. And then we really only have... This is 40, 48, 49. We have 54 slots. So we have 5 things left. Those are good, and then I guess that. Alright, we're going to call it at that. Oh, we also... No, that's our inventory. So we also have our inventory. That is our inventory. Okay, let's sell everything else worth something. How much is that? Alright, 47,000, and that gives us, so 288,000. Alright, I am going to cut it off here, so we're obviously ready to go. I'm going to leave that in there, because that's what we're going to have to eat before we leave. But yeah, I am going to struggle when we... I guess I won't struggle. By the time I actually play this playthrough of Toxicity, I will have already played it a couple times and I'll know exactly what I'm doing. So we're going to leave it right here. We almost got to 7. It's not too bad. We're at hour and 25 minutes in. Would have probably taken us 10 more minutes max, not even. So yeah, hour and a half. So we would have got there. We ended up doing pretty good. Alright, that's it. That is our hardcore playthrough completed. You know, the interestingness of it fell off quite a bit after the first 3 hours on Prime. And our exploring was kind of half done on all the planets. Just because we had already played this multiple times through each planet. And we were really just trying to check off the boxes. Wasn't that interesting, but yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm done with Planet Crafter for a while, until Toxicity comes out right here. I don't know when that'll come out next year, and it might not pick it up right away. Depends on what we're doing at the time. But I'm thinking about Subnautica. There's a Steam sale while I was doing all this interviewing, and I picked it up. So I have it downloaded and ready to play. I do have another interview though here coming up in a couple days. Though I already have an offer from someone else who I don't think I would accept this other place I'm interviewing on Tuesday over the one I already have. So I don't know. I'm still gonna do it. I think out of obligation because I already agreed to do it. I partially feel like I'm wasting everyone's time, but the recruiter I'm working with, he already knows about the other offer I have, and he seems like dead set on me still doing this one. I don't know if he thinks something magical is going to happen. I guess I'm just going to go through the motions, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to go try to get some sleep tonight, though. Like I said, my kids will definitely be up in 8 hours max, probably closer to 7 at this point. And I have been getting light sleep the last week. Last night was great. I had 9 solid hours, but it's mostly due to exhaustion. So I do want to start getting some sleep again. But yeah, thanks for watching all this Planet Crafter stuff. I appreciate you tuning in. And we'll be back with Planet Crafter when Toxicity comes out. And in the near future, I'm almost certain it'll be Subnautica unless some other inspiration hits me, but I think it'll be Subnautica. So, anywho, don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe. Any, all, none, whatever strikes your fancy. I do appreciate it if you do it, though. And, yeah, we will catch you next time. Have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whatever it might be for you. Peace out.